Welcome to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. I'm Cindy Bayles, your Doodle Warrior Coach, here to help you turn self-doubt into unshakable confidence, rediscover your purpose, and create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Grab your favorite pen and let's doodle your way to clarity, joy, and freedom, one episode at a time. Hello and welcome to the Warrior Way. Have you ever noticed that some things in your life just feel easy and other things feel almost impossible? Maybe you're great at one thing and not good at another. And you know other people who are the same, right? They're like, I don't know how you can't do that. And you're like, I don't know how you can't do that. Maybe you're good at organizing. Maybe you're great at your job. Maybe you can give a great speech at the drop of a hat. But then there's other things that stop you in your tracks. Things like putting yourself out there, maybe giving a speech, maybe speaking up for what you believe is true or right, letting yourself be seen, or saying no to things that don't really serve you. But you can't quite explain why. I kept running into the same roadblock and I couldn't get past it. There were areas of my life where I could set a goal and get it done quite easily. I can build websites, I can support people, I can paint a room and redecorate a room and learn to make sourdough bread. That part of me works pretty smoothly. But when it came to putting myself out there by telling people that I was a life coach, speaking up when I disagree with someone, selling my coaching, and simply saying no when it doesn't work for me, it felt like walking into a brick wall. I would start trying to accomplish my new goal, but nothing seemed to work. I couldn't figure out what my problem was. But when I looked deeper, I realized a sneaky sentence kept showing up. The sentence, "You're not good enough." And this sentence wasn't someone else's voice. It was familiar because it was my voice. And because it was my voice, I didn't question it for most of my life. I just assumed it was true. But when I looked at it deeper, I realized I'd been carrying that label for all of my life, and I had evidence that it was true. The thought not good enough spread to so many areas of my life. Not good enough to be in charge of this. Not good enough to be seen. But when I look back, it was just part of growing up. I compared myself constantly. I would think, she reads better than me. She is faster than me. She is prettier than me. I didn't get picked for the team. I remember noticing who seemed to be ahead and who seemed comfortable being seen. That thought became a safety net for me. That label kept me feeling safe. Safe from looking stupid, from being laughed at, or letting someone see that I made a mistake. But decades later, that thought still raises its ugly head. It's still deciding what I say yes to, what holds me back, and what I think I can even do. But here's what I've learned. We act in alignment with who we believe we are. If you believe you're not good enough, your brain automatically looks for proof. That is true. Because it matches what we believe is true about us. I want to share this doodle with you. Okay, so today I want to share this cute little doodle girl that I doodled. So she is just a stick figure. Remember, our doodles are just stick figures, like from Hangman, with clothes on them. They represent you in a general way. This one represents me in a general way. And this little doodle girl is going to represent you. And then we write labels that we have of ourselves all over our dress. And these are all different things you may think about yourself, like victim. I've made myself a victim many times. Not confident. I don't finish things. These are my labels. Problem solver. I think I'm a great problem solver. I think I'm a hot mess. I'm embarrassing, not good enough, and a failure. Now, how do you think I feel walking around with those labels? We wear our labels and make them mean that is who we are, and we act like that's who we are. We tell people that's who I am. I'm a hot mess. Don't worry about me. I don't follow through with anything. And then we make ourselves a victim. And then we wonder why we hesitate in life at getting what we want. Because we tell ourselves that's who we are, and we tell people that is who we are. We tell the world that's who we are. And we hold ourselves back because of the things we believe are true about ourselves. One morning, I realized something really simple. When we get up in the morning to put on our clothes, we usually choose what we want to wear. We don't wake up and say, well, I guess this is what I have to wear forever. No, we choose. We choose the clothes we feel like wearing that day. Sometimes we even buy new clothes because we don't like them and they don't fit right or they're worn out. So with this doodle, I did something a little different. I cut out a new dress. I used an old scrap piece that already had some color on it, and I cut out a new dress. Now I have something new to wear. And now I get to choose, what do I want to say? On mine, I wrote, I am a woman who intentionally takes care of herself. And then I started living like it was true. I made and went to 5 doctor appointments so far just because I take intentional care of myself. I started weight training consistently because I take intentional care of myself. I create a skincare routine. I plan my meals, and I intentionally started eating foods that were good for my body instead of what was convenient. My neck pain that I had, it's gone. I was just putting up with it, and now it's gone because I am a woman who takes intentional care of herself. I had a knee injury in April of last year. It is improving, and I have had to slow down and take definite intentional care of myself. But I have upped the ante for that this last quarter. This is embarrassing, but I've had some urinary incontinence that I thought was just part of aging. It's completely healed because I take intentional care of myself, and I'm not even done yet. I still have a whole month left of this, but that's what surprises me the most. I'm not even done. Nothing about me magically changed. I didn't suddenly feel like I became more worthy or good enough. I just stopped wearing my old raggedy dress that told me I wasn't good enough. When I see myself as a woman who takes intentional care of herself, I make different decisions. I schedule the appointments I don't want to schedule. I do the exercises that I think I don't have time for. I drink water instead of Diet Dr. Pepper. I speak up sooner because my opinion matters. Because hiding is not taking care of myself. Silencing myself is not taking care of myself. Letting opportunities pass because I'm afraid to be seen is not taking care of myself. I am still the same woman, but I have a different label and I'm getting different results. Here's what I want you to think about. Where are you feeling stuck right now? Where does it feel like there's a wall that you just keep running into? What sentence is written across the dress you wear? Maybe it's I'm too old. Maybe it's I'm just a helper. Maybe it's I'm not creative. Maybe it's too late for me. Maybe it's I'm not good enough. Maybe you don't need to rip off your label. Maybe you just need to change your clothes. Start with just one label, just one. How do you want to live? What do you want to say? I am confident. I respect myself. I walk into a room as if I'm a woman who respects herself. I'm more than good enough. I have something to offer the world. I take intentional care of myself. When you wear a different label, you interact differently with yourself, with your family, and with the world. And when you interact differently, your brain sees the evidence and starts to believe it. If you're in this stage where roles are changing and the house feels empty, where you're asking what's next, this is the perfect time to choose consciously. Who are you now? Who do you want to be now? If you want help exploring that, I created something for you. It's called your Next Chapter Quiz. It's a short quiz that helps you look at what actually matters to you right now. Not who you were, not who you had to be, but who you are becoming. Go take it and see what you learn about yourself. As you move through your week, just notice, what label am I wearing today? What clothes did I put on today? And is it time for an upgrade? We'll see you next week on Doodle Healing the Warrior Way. Thanks for listening to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. If today's episode inspired you, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who needs a little encouragement. Want more? Grab my free Doodle Your Vision Board guide. The link is in the description below. Remember, you are the warrior of your story. Your life, your masterpiece.